type of a return.
Here we go, D.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Ross.
First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram.
Gain on that play.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
On 2nd down, Ingram. He's going to be stopped well behind.
Mike 5'9". Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Shit.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo.
What the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things that...
This is Freeman. Nowhere to go that time. Here's Ryan. And that is
That one wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He completes it to Julio Jones.
But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper.
Zone, made sure the quarterback saw him and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he only... Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll get this one down.
Just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
On 1st down, Freeman. On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's heating up.
But that usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be... On the ground, this is Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this was last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start.
Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll break 2 minutes time. We'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll get 3. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this to the... Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. It's caught by Mark Ingram. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, and here he'll be brought.
4 down. Hey, 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boo.
And make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run, and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on.
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line. Move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. Out there, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Half, I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So
not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Coaches talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
And now this is intercepted.
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A nice bird. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. A gain of...
Just brought up, so maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company, an absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Did Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters, and somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they ended something here on third down.
Let him know, let him know. Yeah, 59. Mike's 59. Bring it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Watch the curl, watch the curl. You go tight.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. He is taken down at the...
Lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Threat. This is third and long. Ryan. This is caught. And they are able to
find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a third and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's get it.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Go. Be a long day. That's going to be a long day.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Back.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They toss to Freeman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Ryan finding Julio out wide. A second fake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Ryan. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson now, throwing again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.